Hey there, sweetness, how goes it? I do hope that it goes well. Quick name of the game. If there's anything that's connected to this collective that's beautiful, I invite you to take that shit with you. If, however, nothing here resonates, that's alright. You can just leave it right where you fucking found it. It's probably a piece of information that was meant for someone else in the collective. You should never take something off the table, or in general, that does not belong to you. Keep in mind that time may be fluid as well as energy, and let's get into it, shall we? Hmm. Yes. Yes, we fucking shall. What are we getting into? Sunday sessions, Temple Path. Quite a bit early. Quite a bit early. Something was telling me to get ahead of the curve on this lovely Sunday morning. Oh man, I just started hearing Jelly Roll. Let me light a cigarette and drink me a beer. It's Sunday morning. And if my baby calls, tell her I ain't here. It's Sunday morning. The bar is closing down again. Me and all my rowdy friends. I think the sun's coming up again. It's Sunday morning. Spirit of love, truth, grace, and guidance, please guide myself, guide these messages, guide this collective. Guide us all, always, always. Thank you. All right. Something about that song channeling in for this reading makes me think someone in your energy, present in your energetic field. Maybe just even on your mind. Very childish. Very run away from responsibility type. Not even going to say they go when the going gets hard because they don't even wait it out that long. I wish anyone, everyone, the self-esteem necessary to break free from any kind of attachment like that. Welcome home, homies. Please do the tribe a favor. Make sure you get those likes up on your way in and out of the video. Also, have you checked to make sure that you are a subscriber, true and through? If you're not, if you haven't, what are you waiting for? Something feels very odd in the energy collective. I can't even put my finger on it. Something about an energy of moving up. Moving on up, moving on up. Something about writing down steps to something. Something about tuning, fine tuning. Something I'd been getting a message when I was getting the cards together, shuffling them around and whatnot for the reading. And I figured that I would just save that message for another time when it came out on camera, but That book literally had the word tuned in it. And part of the message that I tucked away, but was being shown, says that something's not tuned. Not in tune with the trees and the bees and the flowers and the elements. Something's not in tune with you. If that's the case, it's something to do with something resembling projection. Some sort of projection sticks out like a sore thumb, and it keeps things from being in tune. Someone's projecting the energy of an abuser, the energy of a villain onto someone that is not abusive, yet is territorially protective. Whatever this is, it's very intricate. If you're experiencing this, something here can help you bridge a gap. Bridge the gap of hell. Pave over it. Grow things over it. Build over it. In a way that can't be undone. Something very strategic. Something about call on the universe. Pay attention to the winged messengers, the muses. Pay attention to your dreams. Someone here is a dream walker. Someone here has major plans. Just do not future fake yourself. Someone needs to get and or remain sober. No, that card's not talking about ginger ale, guys. Oh, let's get some letters. Messages for the collective, please. Messages for the homies. Gas. Something about gas. I just got all gas, no brakes. Mm-hmm. Something about an IQ. Something about a note with PS written at the bottom. PS. Yeah, something about protecting the turf. Territorial of the turf. TURF. All right, I'm going to read out what we have. You guys are welcome to join in on the fun. GAS I, Q, two J's, a Z, P, S, N, T, U, R, F. Something about someone's a very fast learner, especially when they're learning something that it's their thing. Whether they ever knew that it was or wasn't, it's their thing. Someone likes jazz. Someone's name could be Jazz. Something about frizz, frizzy hair. Something about a rug. It's making me think of static electricity. Frizzy hair, stepping on a rug, getting a shock. Something maybe a shock to the system this week coming up, collective. Something about a game of tag. And something about a lot of tags, a bunch of new stuff, holiday season. Something about zips. Something zips with a tag. Also, I'm thinking zip file. Sap, like natural resins and things. Someone's really into those potentially, or learning how to harvest. Something is in a state of disrepair. It sags, but it doesn't have to remain that way. Something's very jagged. Something about a jug of something. Something about a jig. Something about pigs. Something about rigs. That makes me think of oil rigs, makes me think of Oil City, makes me think of poverty, abandonment. Um, Something about PJs. Someone may be a senior and someone's a junior. Getting something about holiday family photos. Something about New Jersey. Someone's in a very prissy energy. Ooh, Miss Priss. Hmm. I'll move things around, see if it affects anything I can see. Someone is a spaz, or their nickname may be Spaz. Someone really likes Taz. Something about tar. Something about a tart. Something about the stars. Excuse me. Something about being almost equipped for something. Something about a signature. Something about the figs. Something about someone having a gig, a new gig. Something about don't put up with anybody telling you that you're fat. Like in a very rude way, even in a really nice way, you know? Too nice. Something about a rat. Something about a rate. Rates. Rates of something. Something about sitting too much. Something about the rate of speed. I'm getting that, um, what is it, the law of motion. I'm seeing something about Tatiana and the frogs. Something about fins. Something about spins. Somebody's got the spins. I'm getting something about experiences. Experiences that you've experienced being important to be shared, but in a very specific manner. Shared almost like as if in form of a children's story, but one that could grip the interest and uh, get the brain juices flowing of really anyone of any age. Something about the self-love journey, self-knowledge, self-awareness, self-learning. Something about the root. Something about the roots of the things that you've seen, or the roots that you've taken and the things that you've witnessed. Someone takes a lot of naps. Something about the span of the naps. I don't know, maybe nap more often for shorter periods or less often for longer or something. Something about from rags to riches. And from nags to niches. That makes me feel like if there's something that nags at you that you want to do, you like to do, you enjoy doing, and it's like your little niche. No matter what you may think others feel or, whatever, just don't let it keep nagging at you. Do something with it. And it may take you from rags to riches. Something about skincare being really important. Something about stag. A stag, going stag, being stag, white stag, the stag, stag. Something staggering. I was just getting something about just fucking say it, or just fucking do it, just fucking go for it. Not sure exactly what that is. My goodness. Let's keep on knocking it over, eh? Let's get you guys some alignment messages. Messages for the collective, please. Messages for the homies. What do the homies need for their alignment? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm double fisted till the bottom drops out, guys. Alright, I'm feeling called to read this piece here. Blocked or misaligned chakras can negatively impact your physical and psychological health. Chakras can help you declutter your mind and tune in to the world around you. Through gentle movement and relaxation techniques, you can help bring your chakras into balance by living more mindfully and using each chakra you can by living more mindfully and using each chakra, you can reduce stress and begin to heal. You guys have a throat chakra affirmation here. I listen to my body and my feelings to know what my truth is. I listen to my body and my feelings to know what my truth is. Claim that in the comments below. The timer's been stuck at 22:55 for pretty much that whole card. An activity for strengthening your solar plexus. If this chakra feels tight and knotted, try this activity. Step 1, release stress. Ooh, we were just talking about steps. Someone may want to write this down, writing down the steps that came earlier in the reading. Step 1, release stress by massaging the area in a clockwise direction for a few minutes. Step 2, stand up, take a deep breath, and release it forcefully through the mouth with a big, noisy sigh. Let all your stress go, using 3 or 4 breaths. Step 3, breathe normally. Smile to yourself and swallow your smile. This might sound strange, but a smile into your body is recharging. Swallowing your smile originates in Taoist meditation. Try to get this as close as I can, so for any who want to pause and write this down. Someone needs to learn about the positions of the chakras, where they're located on the body, where these points are. Dig in, do some research, homie. Heart chakra yoga poses can be very helpful for you at this time. Things like the upward facing dog, the camel, and the bridge drive the chest upwards and open this chakra. I'd like to say focus on that, the bridge. The bridge. The bridge for the heart chakra. Because that came up in the reading earlier as well. The bridge. Bridging the gaps. You guys have a third eye chakra affirmation. I am confident in my ability to make my life work. Say it with me. Leave it in the comments to claim it. I am confident in my ability to make my life work. Someone has excessive energy, keeping their sacral chakra at an imbalance, leaving them with bladder and kidney problems, circulation problems, and migraines. Focus on your sacral, your heart, your third eye, your solar plexus, your throat. Focus on your chakra work. Love yourself enough to do that for yourself. We're going to leave the chakra cards off at this one. Heart chakra affirmations. Love is my guiding truth in life. I give and receive love effortlessly and unconditionally. Ready? Say it with me. Leave it in the comments. Confirm, claim. Love is my guiding truth in life. I give and receive love effortlessly and unconditionally. Let that begin and end. And every step in between with self-love. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. You with me, goose? Talk to me, goose. Messages for the collective, please. Messages for the homies. I'm going to take this shuffle time to please remind you guys to get those likes up. Make sure you subscribe. Messages for the collective, please. Messages for the homies. The lovers in the reverse. Messages for the collective. Messages for the homies. I just heard not another fucked up love story. And I heard that there's someone that's going to need this message, whatever it is. So, messages for the collective, please. Messages for the homies. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Messages for the collective, please. Messages for the homies. Getting empty bird cage energy. Empty bird cage. Messages for the collective. All right. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. We're going to dig into what these have to tell us thus far. Hmm. You know, let's do keep in mind that both of these fell in the reverse. All right. This book does not come with the definitions for the cards in the reverse. We'll take a look at intuitionally why they wanted to come out in the reverse for you, collective. And again, keep in mind at the bottom of the deck that Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Underneath of that Seven of Pentacles, Five of Cups energy. I feel called to say that whoever this message is for, all is not lost. Just be patient. Keep seeking understanding. The Lover says that there is nothing more beautiful to me than nature itself. Trees have always fascinated me, their rough exterior hiding their vulnerable life force. They can be as straight as arrows, but at the same time bend with the wind. They adapt their solid bodies, innately knowing their survival depends on it. Their roots run deep within the earth, sharing nutrients and a bonding with others of their kind that is unseen for all the rest of us. For this reason, I chose two bonding trees to represent the lovers. Two trees bend to reach each other, their roots intertwining, almost becoming one entity. It has taken many years for them to be able to connect in such a way. Through storms and drought, they're only witnesses the changing seasons of the soul. They do not need to express their love verbally. Their love is shared instantly and equally. And through their merging, they are stronger still. The Lovers is a card that represents a deep soul felt connection with someone. Some would call it finding their soulmate, their life companion. And even though generally speaking, this card does deal with romantic relationships, it often goes beyond this level of interpretation. The Lover's card talks about allowing yourself to be vulnerable and true, letting the other person know you for who you truly are. Break down the walls and trust that the person will be there for you. Just like the trees have joined their roots together into one, so must you in your own relationship. You may be pleasantly surprised by what you discover. Hmm. I'm getting multiple energies here, multiple message. Some were not surprised by what they discovered, and some were, but in a very horrific way, for whom the bell tolls of this falling in the reverse. Okay. Something about someone being in a connection that doesn't feel deeply soul felt. Be it romantic or not. It doesn't feel good for the soul. It doesn't feel nourishing to the soul. It doesn't feel like there's room to grow, expand. That Seven of Swords, take a look at that. In general, the Seven of Swords is all about hidden dishonor. For this reason, this person chose an image that shows the idea of a person who is more or less suspicious. A man is lurking in the dark with one hand on a dagger and with the other turning a door handle. We don't really know if he's sneaking off or trying to break in. Regardless, he appears to have some ill-intended plans. There's a sense of deception and mistrust in his demeanor. When the Seven of Swords shows up in a reading, it is worthwhile examining the situation from multiple angles. If we read the card as someone sneaking off, it might indicate an attempt to avoid some obligation or commitment. Ask yourself if this is something that's going on with you or someone else in your sphere. Another possibility is to see the card as someone breaking in. With this interpretation comes deception, manipulation, or even in some cases an actual theft of some sort. Similar to the Five of Swords, the Seven of Swords deals with ethics or the lack thereof. Are you feeling guilty over something that you've done or thinking of doing? If you have a clear conscience, examine your surroundings to make sure no one is trying to exploit you or tarnish your hard-earned reputation. With this collective, I'm getting that someone feels if they disconnect from an unhealthy situation that leaves them stagnant and stunted, that they're going to be committing some sort of dishonorable act. If you ask me, it's the opposite. It's true. Staying in an unhealthy environment and letting that environment grow into something so impure that it just can't even be contained. That's dishonorable. Whether it was intentional or not. We'll take a look at that Seven of Pentacles. The baker has labored all day. Using her training and experience to transform simple, everyday ingredients into a wholesome, hearty meal that will nourish and sustain her patrons. Well, you know what the message here is? Someone's nourishing everyone else, but they're not being nourished themselves. The nourishment that they are receiving, it's actually toxic, it's actually poison. So though it may seem as though they're getting sustenance, they're being filled, they're not fulfilled. Being filled, but not fulfilled. There is a very clear difference. This is the age-old cliche. You can't keep pouring from an empty fucking glass. You can't give everything when you have nothing. And this is an energy of someone has been doing that. Also, someone has been receiving something very toxic, very poisonous, and unintentionally sharing it with others because sharing is caring. What have you been given? What recipes for this life have you learned and been handing down and passing on to others? Let's make sure the recipes we're passing out are healthy and nourishing and much needed. As I hope this message is, has been, and will be. Until we speak again, my dears. Mwah.